That ongoing battle between President Trump and Harvard University is launching a Canadian university into the international spotlight. The University of Toronto has announced a contingency plan with Harvard that will allow some international students to complete their studies in Canada if they can't get into the U.S. because of Trump's visa restrictions. Linda Ward is here on a most interesting story today.
Both schools really jumping in to try and find a way around this ongoing battle between President Donald Trump and the Ivy League school. And we're talking about the Harvard Kennedy School here. This is for returning students only from Harvard University that can continue their education in Canada at the Munk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy. Now, they would be taking a mix of online classes and in-class studies taught by both Harvard and UofT faculty, and students would graduate then with a Harvard degree. Now, they're also offering another option. It's HKS Global for new and returning students, a mix of online courses and in-person sessions around the world with HKS faculty. But this is the latest in a months-long saga. The Department of Homeland Security pulling the school certification to host foreign students earlier on this year. The White House demanding Harvard turn over records, overhaul policies around campus protests, hiring practices. Harvard sued the Department of Homeland Security back in May, but a judge granted an injunction, and then Trump tried again to block international students from attending Harvard earlier this month. On Monday, just this past Monday, a federal judge in Boston blocked that effort, saying that it threatened freedom of speech. So now the school's 7,000 plus foreign students can study at Harvard while the case is decided. But in the meantime, Harvard says they need to make these contingency plans. So in a statement in regards to this partnership with this Canadian program, they say the top priority is to teach all students on campus in Cambridge. They're continuing to support students as they apply to obtain U.S. visas. But if that's not possible, they're committed to ensuring international students can continue to get their education from Harvard Kennedy School. For their part, the University of Toronto says they're doing this to help international students sustain academic momentum and community and give students from both schools the opportunity to connect with their counterparts and the broader U of T community. Now, the Munk School, in its own right, a very prestigious program, but certainly this would attract even more of the best and brightest. But it's not certain if this course would go ahead. There's a couple of things that have to happen here. There would only be a course if there is enough demand. Also, the Munk School offering still needs to be approved by something called the New England Commission of Higher Education. The clock is ticking. Those students would need to get Canadian visas by mid-July. And of course, this all hinges on what comes of a potential deal. Trump himself has said that could happen very soon. The Washington Post is reporting by the end of June, potentially. So only a few days left.
Okay, Linda, thank you. As I said, we'll follow that with interest today. And Linda Ward here in studio.